Conor McGregor is the UFC's pay-per-view king. So Conor has brought in 18.5 million pay-per-view buys for the UFC during the UFC 189 to 264 time period, as opposed to the UFC's total of 26 million pay-per-view buys during this period. He has brought in almost 80% of the total pay-per-view buys just with the pay-per-views that were starring him. So during the 2021, he brought in 3.4 million pay-per-view buys as opposed to the UFC's total of 8.5 million pay-per-view buys. These are the top 10 pay-per-view buys in UFC history, and Conor McGregor dominates the list, so I will go through the ones that feature him. At the number one would be Khabib vs McGregor, year 2018, 2.4 million pay-per-view buys. UFC 202, Diaz vs McGregor 2, 2016, 1.65 million pay-per-view buys. Number 4, UFC 196, McGregor vs Diaz 1, 2016, 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. Number 5, the famous fight UFC 194, Aldo vs McGregor 2015, 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. Number 6, UFC 205, Alvarez vs McGregor 2016, 1.3 million pay-per-view buys. And that would be the end of the list for McGregor in this list, but I believe it has been updated, and McGregor would have a few more, one or two more with Poirier on this list. So these are the top 5 UFC pay-per-view buys, the updated list. UFC 229, McGregor vs Khabib, number 1, 2.4 million pay-per-view buys with estimated revenue of £160 million. Number 2, UFC 264, McGregor vs Poirier 3, 1.8 million pay-per-view buys with total of £104 million revenue. Number 3, UFC 257, McGregor vs Poirier 2 with a total of 1.6 million pay-per-view buys, £92 million in revenue. Number 4, UFC 202, McGregor vs Diaz 2, 1.6 million buys with an estimated revenue of £90 million. And the last, number 5, UFC 246, McGregor vs Cerrone, 1.3 million pay-per-view buys with £70 million in estimated revenue. And this is the list of UFC's top 10 earners, and McGregor is of course number 1. So Conor McGregor has earned 25.3 million just from the fights and the sponsorships and all that which he has with the UFC. And we have Khabib, Alistair Overeem, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Alistair Overeem, Anderson Silva, Andrei Arlovski, Michael Bisping, Junior Dos Santos, Georges St. Pierre, John Jones, and Donald Cerrone on rounding off the list. And as McGregor himself would say, it is McGregor forever. Are you a Conor McGregor fan? Do you let me know? And are there any fights of his that you have watched, or have you seen him anywhere else? Do let me know. And if you have any other comments, you can let me know as well. Thank you for watching this video. Until the next one, take care and goodbye.